Imagine a life where you are no longer weighed down by people's opinion, your past regret, or even constant overthinking. In this video, we are going to explore powerful ways that you can detach and reclaim your inner peace. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Zainab. I speak about self-improvement so that you can level up and improve your life without losing your connection with Allah. If you are interested in practical tips on self-improvement, do well to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed watching at the end. First of all, what is detachment? Detachment is the ability to release emotional dependence on people, situation, or even outcomes. By practicing detachment, you free yourself from stress, expectations, or even unnecessary suffering. And this will truly allow you to focus on what matters to you, and you will gain inner peace. Let's dive into the video. The first tip I have for you is that people come and go. You see, the thing is, people and situations are temporary. At every phase in your life, you are bound to lose things or even people. You lose friends. You go to school, you have friends, you leave school, you lose friends. Accepting that not everything is meant to last forever brings you peace and freedom, subhanallah. Now, let's take a look at this life, entirely. This life is not forever as well. You are living this life for a particular amount of time, for a certain amount of time that you do not even know. Only Allah knows. So nothing will last forever, whether it is situation or even people. Let go of the need to control relationships or even the outcome. You have to flow with the change. Tip 2, set boundaries without the guilt. The thing is, detachment is not about being cold. Detachment is not about being callous or being wicked or even being rude. It is about creating space to protect your own well-being while still caring for others. Love and care for others deeply, but one thing is that you should avoid depending on people or something to the extent of losing yourself in the process. The third tip I have for you is that you should set boundaries. When we talk about setting boundaries, many of us think it means saying no, right? That is also part of setting boundaries. But do you know the most boundaries you have to set is within you, is with yourself? And that is the hardest boundary. It is easy for someone to come and tell me this and that, and I'm going to tell the person straight up, no. And this is the reason I'm saying no. That is very easy. But the most difficult one is the boundaries with yourself. You have your goals, you have your visions, you have things that you want to do, but you find yourself sitting on the couch, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, or playing video games. You don't even have the ability to set boundaries with yourself. Boundaries protect your energy from things that will drain you, things or people or situations that will drain you. Now, I'm talking about you. Scrolling on internet, when you're done with your doom scrolling, you're going to be like, oh no, I've wasted 4 hours. I've wasted 3 hours. I should be sleeping by now. It's draining you already. Why not protect yourself from it? If you really want to detach, you have to set limits on your time, on your energy, and your emotional involvement. Tip 4, let go of unhealthy attachments. There are some attachments that are really toxic in our life. But we know, the thing is, most of us, we know that this relationship is toxic. This situationship is unhealthy, but we still keep attaching to it. For example, you have a friend that has been good to you. When you met, it was like so good. Your energy matched. But as time goes on, you're not friend anymore. You don't chat anymore. And you find yourself being the one to say, Assalamu alaikum, I missed you. Can we talk? And she's like, can you give me some minutes? Or you notice that this person is not into me like they used to be. And you have been doing this for a long time. It's one-sided. Why are you still attaching yourself to this unhealthy situation, unhealthy relationship? Clinging on unhealthy attachment prevents personal growth and it keeps you stuck. The fifth tip I have for you is to focus on self-love. Now, this is really misunderstood on the net now. When we talk about self-love, let me just say, when you search about self-love, the thing you find is someone in a bubble bath, someone doing skincare. What if you're done with your bubble bath? When you're done with your skincare, you're still messed up. Like your thinking, your mindset, your habit is still messed up. I know these things are important as well, but to you, The meaning of self-love should be pouring back into yourself. Pour the energy you give to others into yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You want to give someone love that you don't even have in the first place. Then you start to attach. Then you start to cling, and it becomes unhealthy. Detachment will help you to prioritize your own well-being. If you keep relying on somebody for happiness, you want to be happy, except this person, you and this person talk, that is only when you're going to be happy. Except you see this person, you cannot be happy on your own. I'm going to shock you. There is a saying that if someone is capable of feeding you, clothing you, the person is also capable of starving you. If you cannot be happy on your own, except you find it from this particular person, they can also be the reason for your unhappiness. They can be the reason for your doom. Your happiness has to start from within. You have to love yourself first before you can pour out. You can never pour from an empty cup. The next tip I have for you is to recognize what you cannot control. Accept what you cannot control. There is one thing in Islam which we know as qadar, which is a very, very important principle in Islam. Prophet, peace be upon him, said, dua can change qadar. But there are some situations you are in your life and you have been overthinking, you have been stressing, when you truly know, it is truly clear to you that you cannot change this particular situation. Why are you obsessing over it? Why are you stressing? Why are you overthinking? Why are you being sad over it? The thing is, you cannot force people or outcome to always go your way. We are humans. We have desires. We have things that we want. We have wishes. We have wants. But sometimes it just will not go the way we want it to be. You have to release control and protect your peace of mind. Whenever you have this understanding of qadar, you will know that only Allah has the power to change situation. And when you find yourself in dark environment or situation, you know that it is Allah you should go to. Okay? You know that you don't have any power over this situation. Then go to Allah. Start doing things that might give it a little bit of good outcome. You cannot control you being stuck. You cannot control you being poor. But your habit, the things that you do, can change the outcome. Going to Allah, begging Allah, speaking to Allah, doing your dua, and taking that action towards that situation. The next tip I have for you is to let go of expectations, right? Most times, whenever we put our expectation on this thing, we end up getting disappointed. Why? Because you have already have this answer in your own mind because of the expectation you put on this. Many of us do not even get to become ourselves. We do not even get to do things the way we want it because of others' expectation. Whenever you put too much expectation on something, you end up getting disappointed. You have to accept that life doesn't always go as planned. It is only Allah that is the best planner. The next step will be you should accept discomfort. Detachment can be hard, especially in the beginning. Imagine you want to text this person that you've said, I'm never going to text this person again. At the beginning, it will be hard. It will be difficult. It will be rough. Letting go, detaching will be so difficult. I read a quote the other day and it says growing up means you having the ability to pull back. You having that strongness, that strength rather, to pull back, not to do things that you want to do. Imagine if everyone in this life is doing what they feel like they want to do. It will be a chaos. It will be a disaster. You have to endure. You have to have that resilience. Embrace the discomfort and have it in mind that it is part of the process. It is part of the growth. Because if you do not pass through that process or that stage, you will never move forward. The next tip I have for you is to redirect your energy into goals. That energy that you poured into this particular thing that you want to detach from, this particular thing that is not working, just take it away and pour it into your goals. Pour it into what will be meaningful for you or what the benefit will be good for you at the end of the day. Pour it into your visions, your dreams. Pour it into habits, activities, people that you love, that will help you to grow, people that will be of help to your life in some way or the other. And this will bring me to the next tip, which is forgive and release. You have to forgive your past mistakes and others' past mistake as well. Let go of that emotional burden. When you keep, I made a video on grudges, maybe I'm going to put it in the description box. When you start keeping grudges, it's you that is hurting. You are the one carrying that negative energy around. You're the one embodying this negative energy. It is literally bad for you mentally, physically, emotionally, every other alley. Forgiving and releasing frees you from carrying this unnecessary resentment. The next tip, which I would say is the most important one, is to practice gratitude. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack. The thing is, if you keep obsessing, if you keep stressing over what you don't have, oh, I don't have this, you will definitely not get it, because that stress, that obsession is draining your energy. And before you know it, perfectionism enters. Before you know it, isolation enters. Before you know it, self-sabotage enters. And you're like, why is everything happening to me? Focus on what you already have and practice gratitude with that. I already have this. I am happy, alhamdulillah, with this. Gratitude shifts your mindset from negative to positive. Gratitude, which is also shukur, helps you to reduce the need to hold on to grudges and even resentment. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, do not hesitate to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. Till I see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakat. Fi amanillah.